Hi guys, I'm gonna tell you today how to make a screen recording. I would do this in video format, but QuickTime Player won't let me record QuickTime Player, so we're gonna just use audio this time. To start your recording, you're gonna go to File, and this is all in your QuickTime menu bar. So File, New Screen Recording. A little black dialog box is going to come up that says screen recording, the little decimal meter record button, and your little slider for your volume. And you're going to hit record to get started. Now you're going to see a little faded out box here that says click to record the full screen, drag to record part of the screen, or end recording by clicking the stop button in the menu bar. Now keep in mind when you do this, we're going to select the whole screen. So if you have anything up that you don't want seen, make sure you exit out before you start recording. So we're going to get started by clicking the very top left corner, holding our mouse down and dragging to the very bottom right corner so that we select all of our screen, including our menu bar. This is important when using software and showing how you're doing things because we use this menu bar all the time when we're designing. So I'm going to let go, have my whole screen selected, and now a little button shows up in the center of my screen that says Start Recording. Note that we have not recorded anything yet, but it starts once you hit this little button. Alright, you're recording. You're making your little first screen recording right now. You can just keep this going until you're done. Keep in mind when you're making a tutorial video to make comments and suggestions throughout your process. This is really helpful. It's not so helpful if you just see someone clicking and going and doing things. Explanations really help. So when you're ready to end your recording, you're going to hit the stop button up here in your menu bar, and because it is a screen recording, QuickTime Player wants to make this little feature very minimal for you so that it doesn't take up space on your screen. So instead of a little dialog box, we just have a little stop button that should show up in your menu bar. And this is going to be right by your Wi-Fi and your battery meter and your clock, right up in that area. And it's going to be a little outline circle with a little filled square in the middle, and you're just going to hit that and it will stop your recording for you. Alright, as soon as that happens, it's going to pop up your video and it's going to look exactly like your screen. So it might be a little confusing at first to see how it all works, but once you have your video up, you can play it, you can listen, adjust your audio, see if you like what's going on there. But please keep in mind that QuickTime Player likes to automatically save to an MOV file, which is not too web friendly, and YouTube won't let you upload it either. So we're going to export to an M4V file. That is a Apple format, and we're going to do that by going to File, Export, and now there's a bunch of options, but we want the iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, and Apple TV selection. Anything else is going to save a MOV file, and there's an audio selection, but we really want video for these videos. So let's click on the iPad version. And keep in mind, we're going to stick with probably a higher piece. I usually pick iPad 2, iPhone 5, and Apple TV selection. But on second thought, I see this lower version here that has iPod Touch and iPhone 3GS, which I think will reach a lot more devices. So we're going to stick with that default setting. And I'm going to hit save. And then you can save your file. Notice it is an 4V file. We do not want MOV. You're going to save. Alright. Be sure to save this video once it's done up to our YouTube channel, which I made. It is called Super GDE Videos, and the login information is included on the whiteboard for that. So, thanks for listening. Bye.